welcome to Off the Shelf with Christine and Katie. We are sharing with you some of our favorite science books as well as some upcoming new releases. Let us know in the comments if you have read any and what your thoughts are on them as well. We hope you will enjoy these books and that they help you build your TBR list too.
And be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos. But now, let's get to those books. So the first book we're going to start off with is a classic. It is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. And for those who don't know, Happy Towel Day. If you know, you know. So this is considered a classic and a must-read for all science fiction fans. And this book celebrated its 42nd anniversary in 2020. If you know, you know. Following the galactic adventures of Arthur Dent after his house untimely demolition to make way for a new hyperspace express route, he unexpectedly finds himself adrift in a universe characterized by randomness and absurdity. And it is also a really amazing movie that you should definitely see. It has so many great actors in it, and Alan Rickman plays a depressed robot. Oh, if that doesn't convince you, and it's hilarious, it's not sad, I don't know what to tell you. It's amazing.
Next up, we have Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. Welcome to Hailsham, an English boarding school where sheltered children are educated in the arts and taught nothing of the outside world. Only when they become adults do they learn the shocking truth about the nefarious activities of the school and the reality of their terrible purpose. Also, another great movie. I really can't give you more about the plot, otherwise that whole surprise of who they are is ruined.
Yeah. Well, speaking of another really great movie that came out this year, so it's Dune by Frank Herbert is our next recommendation. And it is, the book is set on the desert planet Arrakis, and it is about the story of Paul Atreides, who would become the mysterious man known as the Maktub. He would avenge the traitorous plot against his noble family and bring to fruition mankind's most ancient and unattainable dream. This book is a blend of adventure and mysticism, as well as environmentalism and politics in an epic sci-fi adventure. Basically, something for everyone, and definitely you should read it.
Yeah, I also can't wait to see the new movie.
Yes, it's really good.
Can't wait. Next one is The Martian by Andy Weir. When the Ares 3 mission leaves Mars, they leave behind crew member Mark Watney, presumed dead after a fierce storm.
Imagine you wake up and your crewmates leave you behind. This is that story.
With only a meager amount of supplies, he must utilize his knowledge as a botanist and a mechanical engineer to find his way to survive on the hostile planet. Meanwhile, back on Earth, members of NASA and a team of international scientists are working tirelessly to bring him home, while his crewmates are hatching their own plan for a daring rescue mission. Little tidbit, the author actually wrote this book as part of his blog. It was a serial blog, and then it was picked up by the publishers. Also, great movie.
It's also an amazing movie.
What I liked most about this book is he does explain the science. So for those science math geeks out there, I'm kind of curious to see if this science would really work. Not enough to go to Mars, but it would be interesting.
No, it's an amazing book. The movie is great. Yeah. And the next book we want to recommend is This Is How You Lose the Time More by Mel L. Motter and Max Gladstone, and is about two post-human agents representing rival factions in a time-spanning war of annihilation. They start out as bitter enemies who leave each other mocking notes, but to know someone is perhaps to love them. In an existence when one is otherwise alone and always working, and through letters they ignite a romance that may settle the conflict that war cannot. It sounds really fascinating, and it's a very short book. So if this is for you, definitely pick this up.
Another quick read is Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeiffer. This is a teen book, but it's through journal entries of 16-year-old Miranda. She describes her family's struggle to survive after a meteor hits the moon, causing worldwide tsunamis, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. Read this years ago, still kind of freaks me out because it's all natural disasters. Like, this could really happen if the moon shifts just slightly out of orbit. But yeah, very good pick, quick pick. It's a nice good teen book that I think adults would like as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Prefer ebooks and audiobooks?
then you're in luck. Simply use one of our apps, Hoopla or Libby, and your MTPL library card to access thousands of ebooks and audiobooks for free. While both apps offer ebooks and audiobooks, Hoopla also offers music and movies, and much more. To learn more, simply click the links below or give us a call. This ad was not sponsored by Hoopla or Libby. So now we have some new and upcoming releases for you.
Okay, and the first one we want to recommend, we don't have these books for you because they're new and checked out, but we will be putting the covers right here. But we highly recommend you check them out when they are available. Okay, and the first one we want to recommend is How High We Go in the Dark by Sequoia Nagamatsu. And it is their debut novel, which came out in January of this year. And it's about an archaeologist who unwittingly releases a virus in the Arctic Circle, which quickly traverses the globe, and the story picks up 100 years after humanity struggles to rebuild itself in the aftermath of its plague.
We don't need any more plagues, but it sounds like a really intriguing book.
No, yes, we don't need any more, but I highly recommend picking that up.
Next we have Light Years from Home by Mike Chen. It also came out in January of this year. And it's about how 15 years ago a family went on a camping trip and the father and brother disappeared. The dad turned up days later, convinced he'd been abducted by aliens, and the brother remains missing. When the brother suddenly returns after all this time, his two sisters must cast aside their differences to hide him from the FBI and an entire alien army who are in fast pursuit.
The truth is out there.
Yes, definite X-File vibes. Sounds really interesting.
Yes, I actually kind of want to read it myself as I watch it. Okay, and the next one we want to recommend is Stars and Bones by Gareth Powell. And it came out in February of this year. And due to climate change, mankind has been forced to leave Earth and is traveling the universe in a fleet of space arcs. My dream. And one arc goes to investigate a distress signal and discovers that the threat may wipe out all of humanity. And it has classic space opera vibes. So it sounds like another interesting one.
And finally, we have The Memory Librarian and Other Stories of Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe and others. Whoever controls our memories controls the future. This is a collection of tales comprising the bold vision and powerful themes that have made Monáe such a compelling and celebrated storyteller. Dirty Computer introduced a world in which thoughts could be controlled or erased by a select few. And whether human, AI, or other, your life and sentience was dictated by those who'd convinced themselves they had the right to decide your fate. That was until Jane, 57821, decided to remember and break free. Kind of reminds me of an updated 1984.
A little bit, yeah, it sounds like that.
So I was able to get an advanced reader's copy of this. I've read a couple of the stories. They're great.
Oh, nice.
Perhaps you prefer some sci-fi movies. We have some picks for you, and we hope you enjoy them.
So there you have it, our sci-fi picks, both movies and books for you this month. We hope you've enjoyed them, that you found a few that you might want to add to your list or watching or reading, and we hope to see you next month.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.